The following portion of Studio 512 is sponsored by Groundworks. Groundworks helps homeowners with foundation repair, crawl space, and concrete lifting needs. With the holidays coming up, it's a great time to make sure your house has safety updates before company comes over. Sales manager Taylor Holt is here to tell us more. Taylor, good morning.
Good morning. How are you doing?
I'm doing so well, and I'm happy to have you here in the studio. What should homeowners look for when they start preparing their homes for guests?
Yes, so this is obviously a big thing because during Christmas time or Thanksgiving time, you know you're going to have a lot of guests over. So when you walk into homes, obviously you don't want cracks to be in the homes. You don't want any sloping floors, maybe outside, any tripping hazards on the driveway. So if you see anything like that, you want to get ahead on top of it as soon as possible. That way, no dangers or any accidents happen when you have family over.
Absolutely. And what about the musty smell or seeing bugs? I think that's one that gets me every single time is I want to make sure that my sheets smell cottony fresh and not musty when company comes over.
That's an underestimated one. Musty smells are a big one, so we actually take care of a lot of that. That'll be typical in your crawl space homes. So if you have any moisture in the crawl space that you haven't really noticed, it can create that musty smell. And obviously when people come over, you don't want a musty smell. And then insects getting in is also a big one.
Yeah.
So if you have any separations in any of the walls, not many people realize that that's actually an entryway for insects.
Ew.
Yeah, not many people want that.
You see what you think is kind of a harmless crack in the wall, but an entryway for bugs. I don't love it.
Yep.
Okay, so what are some of these signs, that are important to fix before hosting people for the holidays, pardon me?
Yeah, I would say a big one is your driveway. So if you have any major tripping hazards, that's obviously one that can create issues. You don't want anybody tripping and falling. Another one is cracks in the wall. I hear a lot of homeowners say, hey, I want to have people over, but I'm a little embarrassed by the cracks in the walls, which can be understanding.
Don't just paint them over, guys.
Exactly, which can be very understandable. So when you see things like that, we can get out right away, provide you a free estimate. That way you can get on top of it immediately.
And I think people would question maybe, how serious is this stuff? I know that you're going to tell me it never gets better on its own, but does it really mean that we need to address these things before company comes over?
Yeah, so the earlier you address it, the better. So it's not a cliche. It really is true that the longer you wait, the more expensive it actually gets.
Yeah.
So if it continues to get worse, that's when the projects get bigger, costs get higher. If you take care of it early, it saves your plumbing, saves your roof, saves your drywall, and saves all the other stuff that could go wrong if you let it go.
Let me ask you this. Let's say you see just a tiny little hairline crack.
Yeah.
Is that still an indication that you might have a foundation problem?
That's where it starts.
Really?
That's exactly where it starts.
Because those are so easy to ignore in the beginning.
You see it and you're like, oh, that's not too bad.
Yeah.
And then 6 months later, it can end up being twice as wide.
Okay, all
right.
right.
So that's where it actually starts.
That's good to know. All right, why is Groundworks the best option for folks who are looking to fix their foundation?
Yeah, that's a great question. So there is a lot of foundation repair companies in the state of Texas. Groundworks, we're actually nationwide. So we cover all of Texas, but as well as the United States and Canada as well. So we're actually the largest in the world.
Wow.
And the way we got there is by providing permanent solutions. When homeowners deal with this, the last thing they want to do is when they pay for it, have to do it again. And what we specialize in is when we put these things in, we put lifetime warranties to ensure that you don't ever have to worry about it.
Can you give me an example of some of the fixes that you do? Because us as homeowners, we don't know. You just you go into our crawl space or you go away into an area of the home and things are just fixed, but I don't know how it actually works.
Yeah, so it depends what you're dealing with and what kind of build you have. So if you have a slab home, you're mainly going to be dealing with soil.
And that's a lot of us here in Texas.
Exactly, and that's the main one. Soil moving consistently will cause your slab to actually settle. So in that case, we would actually transfer the weight of the home off the soil and put it at bedrock. So you would never have to worry about it again.
Oh my gosh.
Now, driveways, sidewalks, and things of that nature, we would actually use polyurethane foam. So it's really neat. You can stand outside, watch it come up as they're working, and that's a big one around Texas, and then crawl space work as well. So drainage, structural work, any type of encapsulation, we specialize in all of it.
It's not an easy job, so thank you for doing it.
We appreciate it. Thank you.
All right. If a homeowner notices any of the warning signs that we've talked about today, maybe if it's just that musty smell, they're starting to see some bugs, or they just have that teeny crack and it hasn't gotten bigger yet, what would you say they should do?
Yeah, reach out to us directly. So you can get to us at www.groundworks.com, and from there you'll be set up with a call center rep, and they'll guide you through putting you on an inspector. An inspector will come out and give you a free evaluation and let you know what you have to do.
Yeah, I want to double down on that free evaluation.
It's free.
Because it's so powerful to have that information in your hands. So you may not know what's going on, but just you guys coming to visit.
Yeah, and you don't have to make a decision same day on it. You can get all the information and make the best decision for you and your family.
Sounds good to me. Taylor, thank you for your time.
Of course. Thank you.
All right, guys, get started today with a free inspection, as you heard here. Learn more at groundworks.com. The preceding portion of Studio 512 was sponsored by Groundworks.